So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Luis Suarez, the sharpest of sharpshooters, both for club and country, Jim.
Well, I'll add the word razor sharp to that, Peter.
And of course, when he moved to the Catalan capital in 2014, he became the last piece in one of the most feared attacking front threes of all time.
Absolutely. He made his debut a few months into the season, but didn't really get going until around the...
And he shoots! It's in for the pieces! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Rummenigge, Luis Suarez. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here, and that's gone loose. And this is Cruyff. Oh, that was vital. Bullet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Threads one in. Lovely. Can he finish? And he's done it!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Luis Suarez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Platini.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rummenigge. Tries a shot! Off the post! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Gerrard! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Veron is always looking to break lines. Quality ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Clipped into space. Chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Veron. Aims beyond the defence. Thuram gets over and intercepts.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's not an especially good pass, that. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's away. It's Luis Suarez! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Melbourne City grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from me.
He's having a shot! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to complete the turnaround. The comeback is complete. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Melbourne City get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Bergomi did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Rummenigge. Van der Sar gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he was alert to it. Rummenigge. Now it's Hullet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Veron proves just a little bit too strong. Vieira. And it's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming. Bergomi gets across to intercept that. And here's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromised. And the half-time whistle goes. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Gerrard. Vieira. Rummenigge. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hernes. Semenyo. Semenyo, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And here's Semenyo, and a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Platini has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gerrard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Driving forward. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Veron. Ah, such a clever touch. And it's Cruyff. Rummenigge. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Vieira. Now it's Semenyo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has been knocked clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shot at goal! Just off target.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
The ball's gone astray, and it's Gerrard. Gives it back. Vieira clears. The ball has bounced loose now. He's being urged to shoot. Platini crosses it in. And he's there to clear it. Well, they've got it again. Bergomi. Rummenigge. Vieira. Oh, played through for the wide man. Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard. Platini. And here's Semenyo. Oh, well played.
Hiroshima really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Rummenigge. And he welcomes it in. He is through here. Varane deals with that comfortably. And now the breakaway. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cleared without hesitation. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Here's Beckenbauer. Shapes to shoot! It's there! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the ball's come loose here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Now it's Gerrard. Hullet. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. It's a pretty loose pass. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. And this is Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a sharp pass. And he's been shifted off it. That's a little off target. All the way back. Rijkaard.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Messi. And it's Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! There's the shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. It's their second corner of the game. Mbappe! Can he finish? He's scored! So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's a good run down the left. Neymar. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary. Araujo. And they've switched it over to the other side. It's Roberto Carlos. And it's Rodri. Thuram. Hoeneß producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Five minutes till the break. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bergomi spots it and intercepts.
1 minute added time.
Looking to play him in. Messi gets into a good position. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He shifted it to the flank.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Suarez.
Here we go again then.
Coming on the field is
Hiroshima can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's an excellent interception. Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Hullet.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rijkaard. Vieira. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Can he get on the end of this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram, the man synonymous with solidity. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. And the shot! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
No luck with that dink over the top. Time and again they are repelled. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Neymar. Bergomi cuts out the pass. Yaya Toure. Played out towards the right wing. Neymar gets across to intercept that. Roberto Carlos. And here's Mbappe. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Couldn't squeeze it through. Thuram. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good ball, good take. Oh, he's been caught, and a chance! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that
Coming
now.
on the field,
It's Ronaldinho! It's fallen kindly here. It's in. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Somewhat off target. Messi. Floated through. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's clever. And the shot's on here. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. That is good alertness. Up towards the front line. Van Dijk cuts it out. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yaya Toure. Probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. And that is as far as they can. Ah, he's given it away! And it's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And he's had it nicked away. 2 minutes to be added on. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's a threatening ball. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hullet tries to play it through. Vieira. Lookman. Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lookman. Vieira. Milan are looking to break at pace. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's made its way to him. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that could set him on his way. And the ball is out of play.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Milan looking to pass their way through. Tries a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacle. And a shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. Vieira. Lookman. Milan finding their passes. Threads one in. Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge is on his chance for a shot! That's another chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ernest looking to be a menace in the final third. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lookman going full tilt down the left. And he's cut it out. Rummenigge.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ernest showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Wriggles his way through. He's good running with the ball. He is through here! Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the shot! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike! Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Distributed tidily. And here's Mane. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press.
There will be
That tackle was certainly sturdy. And he cuts out the supply. Nedved
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
driving forward. Nedved. Rummenigge. And he's there to clear it. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Thank you.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Hiroshima definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Hullet. Good read, needed to be. And that has put paid to that. This might spell danger. Lookman. Mateus. Ball played for Lookman.
That was lovely, that.
And he's managed to get free. Ah, such a clever touch. That is a brilliant interception. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Vieira. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That is ended up in no man's land. Pavard. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lookman. And here's Mane. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a good run down the right. Backward it goes. And this is Mane.
Mane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great chance! It's there! Into the lead once more.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Passing nice and neat. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. A lot of space ahead of him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Tries to get it clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Look, goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Mane. Mateus. And here's Dembele. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
It's Dembele! And another try! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
That's shocking. The ease with
世
which he was
紀
able
初
to
見
get into
様
the space.
ご視聴の皆様いらっしゃいませ。ネギチャンネルをぜひチャンネル登録と高評価もぜひお願いします。皆様ぜひ楽しんでいってください。オメガ。せーなさんやっほ、手を振る。
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 24.
調子はどう？
Quite a battle.
Number
Well,
22.
needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Number 14. Johan Cruyff.
And he's had it nicked
Coming on
away.
the field. Number
Just
21,
5 minutes left.
Semenyo. Number 7. Platini. Number
Well, that
19,
might be that, Peter.
Del
Maybe
Piero.
both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pele. Number 4. Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Greenwood was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rafael Leao.
2 added minutes
Greenwood.
has been indicated.
Pele. So what can they make of this? 2 minutes to be added on. De Jong. Picked out brilliantly. And that will be it. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. So, Jim, how do you reflect on
絶
what we've
不
seen?
調、大泣き。
This looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a
あらま、上を見る顔。 日本イングランドに勝ったやん W。うちが言った通りやん、サングラスで笑顔。日本守備硬すぎてイングランド崩せてなかったね。ねえ。海舟えぐすぎ。これならワールドカップ期待してもいいね。期待しかないね。チーム名、安納にするしかない、笑い転げる。それはキモい、嬉し泣き、嬉し泣き。口に手を当てた顔、W。誰とは言わないけど、笑い転げる。今でもバカみたいに潜って見てるかもね、笑い転げる。豚、さんとかね、嬉し泣き。 暇人自称社長さんやから W。養豚場行き穴、笑い転げる。
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz.
山鉄の社長と勘違いしてるやつね、嬉し泣き。
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Luis Suarez. Serginho. Can he get on the end of this? So what can they make of this? Now it's Hullet. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, super ball! And that is expertly dealt with. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
We have a great finisher here in Darwin Núñez. In my view, he's someone who's got it all. I think he's got the full package. We know he's strong aerially. We know he's got the pace. But he's also got a wonderful first touch and some great technique, and he has the imagination, the finishing imagination as well to cap it all off. This guy's going places.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Platini is always looking to break lines. And the shot is having a shot! And he's done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
It's a throw-in. Oh, there's a probing ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Can he finish? And he's there to get it away. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Cannavaro gets it away. Throw it. Platini. Not the most accurate pass. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Played out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. That is lovely. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Nedved with the short one. Madrid with another corner. Corner number 2 then. Nedved goes short. Oh, good-looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Gerrard. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack.
Decent chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Curtis, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Searching pass he's played there. That has been cut short. It's Luis Suarez! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Bojan. Bojan Kurkic gets flagged offside. Now it's Luis Suarez. Tries to play it through. He's being urged to shoot. Nedved! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Yaya Toure. Over to the left. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Abiati punts it upfield. Passing nice and neat. It's a searching pass, and he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Honas! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Honas really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And that's the second half started. Now it's Platini. Platini is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Now it's Bojan. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Yaya Toure. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pullet receives it in a good position here. He's in a great position. He shoots! They've scored! And they've got their lead back. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 27.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 22.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 24.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Nedved, and it's Del Piero. And this is Nedved. 60 minutes played. Guti. Inzaghi. Pele. Cruyff. Semenyo.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
That looks a cracking ball. And Del Piero! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Nedved. Del Piero. Abbiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pele. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Nedved chips it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Del Piero! Denied by an instinctive save.
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there.
So their fourth corner of the game. Spread it left. Turns and goes back. That is a brilliant interception. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Hiroshima clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's a sharp little ball. And the shot! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We have got ourselves great chance! They're up to 5 corners now. Yaya Toure. And the finish! Oh, it's come loose.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's Nedved.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Albertini makes the interception. Just 5 minutes left. Played out to the left flank. Wriggles his way through. Rashford with the cross. Guti! No, not the best of headers. I think we're just about done here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Guti. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
This looks promising. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That's that, the end. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct and providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special.
Climbs up big! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Kashima Antlers are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a good ball out wide. Best, and he's managed to get free. Played back in. Zola. Vieira. Now, what about a counter-attack? Solar. Very nicely done. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he knew the more sensible move was to pass it, and yet he couldn't resist.
Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Mateus. Shapes to shoot! That could spell trouble. Kashima Antlers trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And it's Messi. Wriggles his way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this ended up in no man's land. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mateus. And this is Tevez. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Best. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Hernes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a good run down the left. Half an hour played now. And he's only too happy to take that back. Saliba. Not the most accurate pass. Tevez looking to be a menace in the final third. Zola. Now can he find a decent chance? Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And this is Messi. That is lovely. Rummenigge. Mateus. Messi could try cutting inside here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, there's the clearance.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Zola. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Saliba proves too strong, too smart. Platini. Threads one in. Platini providing an outlet on that flank. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, chance! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking...
And we hit half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So off we go once more. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Tevez. Vieira. Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Mateus. Saliba. Pepe has a look and plays it forward, chips it through. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Knocks it into space. Mateus. Kashima Antlers have it back and can go again. Platini. Now it's Hullet. Mateus. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pepe cuts out the pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pepe calmly anticipates. Neymar. Neymar goes on a run down the left wing. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And now the breakaway. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Zola. Neymar. Can he spark a counter here? And Mateus tries to play it through. And it's Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi. Zola. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Searching pass he's played there. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dink through. Good read, needed to be. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tevez. Oh, good spread. Messi. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Zola plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Platini. He is through here. A header! It's hit the crossbar. And again! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Hoeneß at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Van Dijk was in no mood for any of that. Vieira. Zola. And Mateus. And here's Tevez. Well seen, saw that coming. Just 5 minutes left. That ball looks a good one. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And now he has two. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Saliba cuts it out. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Ribery. Now it's Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Best. Played into space. Bellingham. And it's Ibrahimovic. Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous. Crossing, he rises! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Ernest, probing pass. Rummenigge is onto this. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He is through here. Gets his head on it! There it is! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. They played right into his path. Ernest.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Araujo calmly anticipates. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Oh, really well played.
Ribery. Now, who's going to be first to this? Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Del Piero. Platini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That looks a good ball through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's a key interception. Turns. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's well spotted. Best. Ribery is looking to influence the game from out wide. Tries to play it through.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press.
And he gets big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
That pass isn't the best. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a sharp pass. And that is a little undercooked. Ribery, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And this is Del Piero. Bergomi deals with that comfortably. Big chance! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Oh, what has happened here? Ribery. Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's Maldini. Searching pass he's played there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Ribery. Ribery. Hit into them. A header! Danger averted for now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Platini. He's a sharp little ball here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Hiroshima certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, nicely intercepted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Pelé. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, super ball! Pelé with the cross. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a cute ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, shot at goal! He's scored! And the second half is off to a flyer! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
This is threatening to become a really good game. The man has a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Ibrahimovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's intervened well there.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And he's managed to get free. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hernes. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saliba gets good distance on it.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Ribery. Number 10, Del Piero.
Pinches it off him.
Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 25, Pele.
Looking for the run.
Number 5,
Semenyo!
Bellingham.
It's bounced back off the post. And yes, it's there! Do not write them off. Back they come. Pele duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hazard. Well, that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nedved was in no mood for any of that. Knocks it into space. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And a shot! A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pele tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Platini. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Toure defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, easy pickings there. That's good vision. Oh, well played. And the referee brings it to a close. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. All up with that dink over the top. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Van Basten. Now that's well seen too. Has a look and plays it forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ernest. Oh, important interception. That's a delicate pass. Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Platini. It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice interception, well timed, well seen, saw that coming. It's a quick ball upfield. So we're still where we started right now. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. And it's Hullet. Platini. Hullet. Look at the space. Decent chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here. So what can they make of this? Park Ji-sung. Oh, it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. And they can counter here. Dink through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's through, now is he in? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this is Hazard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Dembele, shot could be on. And this is Dembele. Lovely feet. He's shifting through the... He rises! There it is! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, that was vital. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Kashiwa Resol have the chance to go the other way.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He is through here. And this is Dembele. Park Ji-sung gets into some space. Oh, what has happened? There's the shot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And And he's done it again. He's got his second. And a chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Hiroshima really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
That is great defending, so alert.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good ball, good take. Rafa Silva. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Hazard. And this is Dembele. And this is Silva. Now it's Hullet. Zanetti. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball, crossfield.
Now it's Van Basten. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Chance, surely! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Ambitious ball here. That has been cut short. Best. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chance for a shot! And one more try! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. And the action is back on the way. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's played through for him. And he's onside. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. It is no contest. It is a landslide. Well, how's that? And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It is quite a scene here, this being one of Asia's top footballing venues, the Saitama Stadium. With the just joining us, we are already underway. Shot, surely! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's buried it, 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passing is crisp and sharp. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great vision. Picked out, and the finish! It's in for the pieces. He's hit it first time.
Platini really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
And it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... And he shoots! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. There's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the through ball. Bergomi cuts out the pass. And claimed it back swiftly. Platini is always looking to break lines. Rummenigge. Best. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Wan-Bissaka will have a busy game here, I think. OK, he might not be the best when it comes to contributing to the attack, but his strengths are what he does at the back. And when it comes to one-on-one situations, there aren't too many better.
Well, he has been described as one of the best one-to-one defenders, and that was really evident against the finest opposition. You can't forget, can you, how he helped to shut out probably England's most formidable side of the last decade, contributing to their dethronement back in 2020. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Hullet. Robson. Bruno Fernandes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither side especially adventurous early on. Hoeneß gets into a good position. He is just caressing the ball. Wan-Bissaka did well to emerge with the ball. And the shot! Quarter of an hour played. And it's Scholes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That is a brilliant interception. Hoeneß quietly revving up. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Out of play for a throw. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Platini is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's the chance to counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Best. Best. Now Platini. Best. Played out wide. Vieira. No way through. Best. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with it.
He's had a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Hiroshima really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Great vision. He's picked his way through. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robson. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. O'Shea. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that's a good ball. He's being urged to shoot. In once more. Ferdinand makes the interception. Bruno Fernandes. It's a good spell of possession, this. Hullet dominates aerially so often. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Nicely aimed pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram cuts it out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Scholes. Best. Scholes hangs one. Gets his head on it!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So off we go once more.
Number
0-0,
18.
and we're at the halfway point.
Coming on the field. Number 19.
He's in a great position here.
11.
Bruno Fernandes shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Platini. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that pass just didn't quite work. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's superb. Shot a goal! Goal! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even...
Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he spark a counter here? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Has a look and plays it forward. Platini. Van der Sar deals with that nice and simple. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. And he's forced to go back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Best. And he welcomes it in. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Showing good feet. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Hannes. Number 7,
Just beyond his
Platini.
reach.
Number 8,
Cruyff.
George
Cut it out.
Coming on the field.
That has been knocked
Number
clear.
17.
Well, it's
Nedved.
definitely the right attitude
Number
and
14,
application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Bullish header! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's gone loose. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Probing pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution.
Manchester United are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. O'Shea getting this one clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And here's Cantona. Knocks it, chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's really well cleared. The final 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, good taken. And a chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's Kagawa. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Cruyff. Short changes him with that pass. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Park Ji-sung. So much time and space here. Ibrahimovic. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. O'Shea spots it and intercepts. O'Shea gets it away. Now it's come to nothing. And that will be it. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Cafu. Now here's the delivery. Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Platini with the clearance. Great chance! It's their second corner of the game. Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. And here's Del Piero. Deep cross. Climbs up big! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Nice interception, well, he's had a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! In he goes again! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Chance here to counter. And the through ball. Lovely ball and goes for a shot! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the...
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Alisson gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, that's a key interception. Could move up a gear here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter, he's tough in the tackle, and a very good reader of the game. Most of all...
There's the shot! He's missed, but not by that far. Best. Platini receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Hernes. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, important interception. That's an imaginative pass. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. That has been slung wide. Pele with the cross, climbs up big! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. No, that was never going to make it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. This ended up in no man's land. Oh, well played. He got back really well. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Michel Platini. And the shot! Nice interception, well timed. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Hullet. He's in a great position here. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, well played. That's a cute ball. Floated through. Alvarez. Fired. He's got tall. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Yeah. Best conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Platini. Hullet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Hullet. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. He's going to be disappointed with that. A long ball by the goalkeeper. Maldini. Five minutes till the break. Nesta cuts it out. Nedved. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now there, can he finish? And he's done it!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
El dorsal 11.
Hiroshima really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Alvarez. And this is Pele. And the shot! Well, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Ambitious ball here. Alisson breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Probing pass. Look at the space here. And it's played in here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bullish header! It's there! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He watched it all the way, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Goes for a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Bullet has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now it's Del Piero. Good ball over the top. Hernes takes a header! In he goes again. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Maldini tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Luis Suarez. Semenyo absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Del Piero. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, there's a probing ball.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Alvarez. Platini. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely worked. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Oh, that's excellent, such a clean tackle.
Oh, well played, well played.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, super ball. Crosses it in here. And the finish! He's got a goal! And they're back in front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Hiroshima really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Alvarez. Back in possession and... And that would have been game, set and match.
Bullet really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Searching pass he's played there. Can he spark a counter here? It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Now it's Alvarez. And he's had it nicked away. Hernes. And it's Michel Platini.
Hiroshima really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Played into space. And Del Piero! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 10. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugador.
Well, there's the clearance. Nedved. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, that's fabulous. That's very neat. Alvarez proves just a little... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. Pass is just off target. Vieira. Can he get on the end of this? Platini in acres of space out wide. Ronaldinho. And the counter is on. He's picked his way through. Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's onside. Platini tries to play it through. Now it's Hullet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Played back in. Played out to the right. Cross into the box. And he's cut it out. Semenyo. Neither side especially adventurous early on. He shifted it to the flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Not the most accurate pass. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Oh, what a climb! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Distributed tidily. Semenyo just eases him off the ball. That's been intercepted. Ernest looking to be a menace in the fight. Goes for a shot! Goal! First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips...
Pedri! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Could move up a gear here. And he's intervened well there. Out to the left it goes. Platini is always looking to break lines. And this is Luis Suarez. Can he get it through? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. Shot a goal! And it's come back out to him. And he's there to clear it. Backward it goes. It's a really well-measured ball. And they can counter here. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's got away. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Makalele demonstrating his defensive quality there. And he's on the finish! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking.
It's Pirlo! And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Thuram gets across and deals with it. And here's Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, what has happened here? He gets big. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Pass somewhat off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He has found the way through. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
At a time.
Oh, that's superb. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Pedri. And this is chance! Platini gets it clear. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Today's winning lottery numbers. Substitution on the field, number 22.
So once again, we're underway.
Coming on to replace him is...
Oh, good read.
19.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's got the beating of his man. And it's slung out wide. Hernus, who's set up one goal so far. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Picked out Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now it's Del Piero. Ribery. It's good running with the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. And the shot! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
That is good strength. He's shifting through the gears here. And he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Now it's Semenyo, and it's Michel Platini. Look at the space here. Gets his head on it! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Ribery. That's been cut out, well played. That's been drilled forward. That's a good ball out wide. Ribery. That is ended up in no man's land. Thuram. Great vision. Thuram has given away a free kick. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Hernes. Del Piero looking to add to his goal. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Bale. Cruyff. Bale looking to get on the end of this. He's found a way through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 4 coming up here. Ibrahimovic! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Semenyo. Now it's Hullet. Out to the right.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Semenyo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ribery. And the ball is out of play. Well read, nice interception. Played out towards the right wing. Bale looking to run onto it. He's picked his way through. Brilliantly cut out. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yeah, can see things others simply cannot. It's a good spell of possession, this. And a chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
18.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bale hurtling down that right flank. Makalele looking to provide the solidity his team so need. The final seconds now. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Saliba cannot be beaten that easily. Bale thinks about the shot. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the winner's bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collection. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba.
And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He rises! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Out to the right. That is good strength. Now it's Alvarez! Off the post! And he's there to retrieve it. Played out towards the right wing. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Ødegaard. Alvarez. Caught offside that time. Now it's Doku. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running. He's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Semenyo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Pullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Doku. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's made its way to
Such
him.
good technique.
He's found a way through. And the shot! And he thumps it clear. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Quick look, then plays it in. It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, perfectly measured that. It's come to nothing. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Alvarez. And that interception was most necessary. Now it's Pullet. Now it's Platini. He's shifting through the... Oh, smashing him! Oh, off the bar! Once more against the woodwork! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That has not gone well. He's tried one! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Alvarez. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Calafiori promptly onto that, and that is that. Semenyo. Oh, it's a great ball here. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Vieira. Doku. What a throw in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Looking for the run. Great vision. Saliba cuts out the pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Doku. Now it's Alvarez.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Takes a shot!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Platini. Can he get it through? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's a dangerous ball. Vieira clears it away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And they're back on the ball again. Saliba tries to clear. Hernes. Hullet. Defending was strong and firm. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance for a shot! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And they are cruising away. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin.